Jai Hind, we are on the portal of I Am Still Human. And I'm so happy today that Professor Arun Tiwari ji is with us. In fact, the aim of today's talk is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the Bharat Ratna 1997, a great Karam Yogi, and our president and the supreme commander from 2002 to 2007. Our aim is to learn, and what a fantastic opportunity the Cosmos has given us. Professor Arun Tiwari ji, whom I revere immensely, he has been with Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam for 33 years, from 1982. Sir, on behalf of I Am Still Human, hearty welcome and Jai Hind to you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Sir, it's such a pleasure that you are with us. Aim of today's talk is, sir, that there was a big demand by youth. Large number of them, they wanted to learn from Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam because this period of Corona challenge which has been there and this lockdown, it has brought in a lot of introspective forces among the youth of India that what do we do for the nation? That is the key aspect. And I would request you to please first introduce yourself, sir, and later we get on to the questions accordingly. Please, sir.
Thank you very much, General Saab. It is a great pleasure and I would say privilege a scholar soldier like you. I always said that I see vision of Guru Gobind and I am really blessed and I am very happy that I am seeing you and today. Sir, as far as Dr. Kalam is concerned, today morning I was writing my blog. Where are the peacemakers? Because for a long time, this 5 years we will be completing in 27 July that he departed. Everybody, everywhere there is lot of disquiet, argument. People are shouting at each other. But very few people are talking peace. After all, there is a conflict, there is a problem. Unless we talk peace, unless we focus on what is required, solution is not going to come from argument. So, when you suggested this topic that Dr. Kalam as a Karma Yogi, it triggered the whole time that I spent with him. It's a long time, 33 years with Dr. Kalam, and so many facets. I joined as a scientist in the missile lab where he was the director. There were 500 people in the chain of command. I was a nobody. Then he spotted me after a year to develop the first titanium air bottle in India because all missiles were having steel air bottles. And if we switch over to titanium, weight will come half. And if weight comes half, then I can add warhead. So that was the challenge he has given me. I was 28 years old. And I took up the challenge. And 3-4 years I struggled and made the bottle. Then I asked him that, sir, why you selected a rookie like me for doing to do that task? So he put his hand on my shoulder with a lot of affection and he says, rookies only are selected for missions. See what happened, that all these senior people, they become conditioned and they don't believe in out of the box thing, they don't believe. Had I gave it to a senior scientist, he would have given me a 1-hour lecture to tell me why titanium air bottle could not be made in India. But because you were a rookie and you had a shraddha for me, you have a trust on the word of the senior. So you took up that task and do it. So
and sir, in fact, there's a big curiosity in mind that he was a missile man, he was an aeronautical engineer, he was with the DRDO, he was with the ISRO, he was a scientific advisor. He was such a spiritual man. What a range of personalities. And he absolutely comes from southernmost tip of India. I think this is the beauty of a man, sir.
Yes, sir. General Saab, what I learned after meeting you, I think we are all born as a particular spiritual level. A child who comes into this world, he came at a particular scale of spirituality. And depending upon what the task and the role this world gives, he live up to that. Had you not been a soldier, I was wondering that suppose General Gurmeet Singh does not join Indian Army, sir, whatever profession you take up, you will shine at that. That is what this word is a beautiful. It's like role, whatever role you pick up. You pick up a role of a soldier. Dr. Kalam pick up a role of a missile scientist. Uh, I pick up a role to work under great people and follow their advice. This is the role I picked up. And so it is not what you are doing. It is inside you, that connectivity with God, which makes all the difference, sir.
Sir, great. In fact, sir, you co-authored some beautiful books with President Abdul Kalam, sir. 1999, Wings of Fire, 2004, Guiding Souls, 2006, You Are Born to Blossom, 2013, Squaring the Circle. Must have been an experience, cosmic experience, co-authoring a book with Dr. Kalam.
Sir, what he used to he see he will call me and take me for a walk, and he will always say that when you walk, your mind works better. Don't sit on a chair and think. Walk and think. Your mind will work better. Because he says that mind has a tendency to go into fantasy. So if you are physical, if you are walking, then you are balancing the mind not to become into fantasy and stay ground. So he was very fond of walking and talking. So the walk used to be 1 hour, 1.5 hours, and then he used to communicate with me free thinking. And because we are walking, so I can't take any notes. I recording is forbidden. So I used to listen to him. And after that, after 4 5 days, I will write down what he said. And then sometimes he will be very pleased. You captured everything I told you. Sometimes he will say, your mind was somewhere else. You are not listening to when I was talking. So with that trial and error, ultimately he will show me a very nice expression, childlike expression. Buddy, you are a funny guy. See, I have not articulated on my thought. How could you do it? That is the beauty of all these books.
And sir, what a beautiful thing you told about power of walk and talk, and so humbly you say, and what a relationship, sir. So this book, Wings of Fire, which was written in '99, 30 reprints, 18 language, million plus copies. Uh, that shows what is the hunger of everyone to learn, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, as I said that if as the instrument of God, uh, if we really do something which God wants to happen, there is nobody on this earth to stop them, because it's God's work what we are doing. That's all. So we are all instruments, and Wings of Fire, through Wings of Fire, a beautiful story that a boy, a child, follow his guru, who live a pious life, and who is always ready to do what the work gives you to do. There is no planning from his side that I will do this, I will go to him, I will make this strategy, nothing. Every day will bring a simple task, and he will give his best to that task, as if that is the only task which he has to give in life, and that is what is important. And that brought him from where to where. This is the beauty we expressed in Wings of Fire. Dedication to all the teachers who came to his life, his primary school teacher, college teacher, Vikram Sarabhai. For everybody, he spoke with so much reverence, and as if whatever it is all their grace and what they told him. And there was nothing from, he was just reflecting the knowledge and the grace of his teachers. That was the beauty of Wings of Fire, sir. I think it's touch everybody's heart.
Sir, you said every day new task and to the best. I think what a pleasure, sir. Sir, one thing which really touched me, he categorically said we are billion plus. We got 2 million millionaires background of us. Let us stand to and act like billion plus and 2 millionaire. I think I would request you to please elaborate this aspect that every youth, every Indian must stand to and act like you are billion plus. You got civilization of 2 millennium. Can you please elaborate on this aspect?
Sir, this power of the billion, only two countries have in this world. And for whatever reason, we are neighbors. So, one country of billion plus try to do something which they thought that a billion plus can do. First time in the history of India, we stood up as a nation of 1 billion people. He says, boss, we are also 1 billion plus billion people. And if you go beyond a point, then we will follow you wherever you want to go. We are ready to go with you. And then another billion country people realize that there is another 1 billion country people standing in front of me, looking into eyes, and then he just retreat back. That is how 1 billion people first time demonstrated. I think the world knows when the Security Council election takes place, 184 countries voted for us. No country vote against us.
With you, sir. Sir, another aspect I would like to know from you. There's a lot of inquiry by the youth that what was his vision of transformation and modernization of India?
Sir, what Dr. Kalam told me that the issue, see, India will take care of itself because it is a great civilization and we have been blessed by the best of the human work on this subcontinent. Nanak Dev Ji, Shankaracharya, Vivekananda, oh my God, there is no place on earth where such souls walked. The problem is India will take care of itself. It is the Indians which has been a problem. Who are the problem? So each and every person, when he wake up in the morning, he should ask, what is my task? What is my task today for myself? What is my task today for the family, for the me? And if everybody start living, then the power of the 1 billion people will shake this earth. That is what my belief is. India will take care of itself. There is not a problem. It's a great nation.
Sir, another aspect which he said regarding confidence, he said that we can do it. You know, this is a mantra which he propagated. We can do it. We celebrate.
We can. Sir, he always used to tell that if in your small mind a big idea has come, that means you can do it. You are blessed. Otherwise, that idea will not enter into your mind. Generally, what ideas enter into people's mind? I will buy this watch. I will buy this car. I will buy this golden ring. I will buy this Mont Blanc pen. A small people, a small idea. But in some people, big ideas enter. I will get my community clean. I will go for a course. I will learn a new language. I will master this art. Big ideas comes in some people's mind. He says, if the idea has entered in your mind, rest sure it is not an accident. God Almighty knows that this guy can handle this idea. Then only that idea is given. And then he told me a very nice formula which I always amaze how a complicated thing can be done in a most simple language. He told that, Arun, do you know who are the extraordinary people? No, such a philosophical question. Who are the extraordinary people? So I was dumbfounded. I don't know. And my extraordinary people are those who do extra work. And in the become extraordinary. So all we have to do, sir, consider ourselves as ordinary person. Wherever we are in life, we are ordinary. For God Almighty, we are ordinary. And do something extra. This do something extra is the key, sir.
What a beautiful thing,
सर
sir. It's only all.
सर आप तो कंट्री के बहुत डिस्टिंग्विश सोल्जर हो. आपने पूरा पूरा कश्मीर संभाला इतने दिन तक. यू हैड बीन द डिप्टी चीफ ऑफ इंडियन आर्मी. आज भी आप ये सोचते हो क्या एक्स्ट्रा कर सकता हूं. दैट इज द ब्लेसिंग. Very few people get. So if we start living with that question in the morning, what extra I can do? I think, sir, that is the secret of a Karmi Yogi.
So beautiful. So it's only ordinary people who can do extraordinary things, and it's the extra hour which you spent on your passion. I think that matters. What a beautifully told, sir. So I must share with you when my unit for Assam Regiment, after having spent more than 2 years in Sri Lanka during OPA 1, our unit, we came back to Sikandrabad. I had a chance. I went to guest room of the DRDO. I was waiting there, and suddenly I find a very simple person walking into the guest room, sir. He was putting on a chappal. His pants had niche mori jo hoti hai, that must be 30, not 20, which people put on. Half sleeve shirt with the shirt out, and very typical signature type of hairstyle. And I was so surprised to meet him, and we started talking, sir. Sir, that was 1990, sir, Sikandrabad.
Sir.
And we started talking. You had 33 years with him. I had 60 minutes with him, sir. And to me, it was an experience that I'm talking to a saint, sir. So deep, so wise. And like a child, I asked him, "So you come from where?" Then he started telling me, "I come from so and so place." And to me, it was as if the saint is looking from a satellite, looking at that place and giving me the whole story of the entire thing. I was so blessed. 60 minutes he spoke to me, and for me, it was a great, great learning, sir. Sir, one thing which President Kalam very beautifully said, he said that self discipline is the truest path to dharma. Please celebrate on this.
Yes. Can you repeat, General Saab, once again?
Sir, President Abdul Kalam said that the self-discipline is the truest path to dharma, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, the problem is, sir, that essentially, as all the saints have, all is one. Consciousness is one. But when the consciousness enters into the body, now body has its own funny system. It have lot of desires. It has lot of hungers. It has lot of pleasures. It wants relations. It wants conveniences. It wants entitlements. So what happened that it all gets covered the soul. And take an example of a lantern that there is a beautiful flame inside, but the chimney is covered with a lot of black thing and dust and all these things. So that light will not spread. It will not go out. So what is to be done? Clean the chimney. So Dr. Kalam used to tell me, buddy, the only task you have to do is clean yourself. Clean yourself means clean your body, clean your mind. Don't allow anything which is not as per your mission. He used to give example of a horse with two blanks. He says, horse is a good horse. He does not look here and there. He just follow the command and fly on that path. So the self-discipline is the discipline of the mind, that is, don't entertain thoughts which are outside the scope of your mission of today. Number two, discipline of the body, that senses have to be withdrawn from the different objects. There are so many temptations outside, but you have to withdraw those senses from those outside attractions and then focus them inward onto the mission. And once it is done, the same individual becomes such a powerful force that everybody is scared of that person. So it is the connect with that soul. I think, sir, that gives. आपने तो देखा है लोग जान दे देते हैं, वो सोचते नहीं है उसके बाद. तो उनको कनेक्ट कराना, दैट इज आई थिंक दैट इज ए डिसिप्लिन सर। आप वही सिखाते हो सोल्जर को, स्पिरिचुअल मास्टर भी वही सिखाता है कि सेंसेस को बाहर से अंदर लाने का है। अभी आजकल लोग एक 15 मिनट व्हाट्सएप के एसएमएस का जवाब नहीं आता है तो बेकरार हो जाते हैं, अरे देखो मेरे मैसेज का जवाब नहीं दिया। और सोल्जर बेचारा 1 साल छुट्टी पे, एक 15 दिन की छुट्टी पे आप उसे भेजते हो, उसके दिमाग में कभी ये बात नहीं आती तो घर में माँ है, बीवी है, बच्चे हैं, उनका क्या हो रहा है, क्योंकि आपने उसको डिसिप्लिन किया हुआ है कि तुम देश की रक्षा करने के लिए आए हो, जब छुट्टी मिलेगी तब जाना, तब तक यही तुम्हारा घर है, यही तुम्हारा माँ है, यही तुम्हारी फैमिली है। तो ये सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन की डेफिनेशन थी सर। हमको बालासुर जाना पड़ता था मिसाइल टेस्ट के लिए, वो नहीं, कई बार नहीं होता था, पोस्टपोन हो जाता था, 1 हफ्ता और 20 दिन और 40 दिन और लगे रहते थे। तो कोई भी आदमी अगर ये बोलता था कि सर हैदराबाद वापिस जाना है, बच्चे की तबीयत ठीक नहीं है, तो वो बोलते थे इसको भेज दो और अगली बार ये ट्रायल पे नहीं आना, लेट यू लिव विद हिज फैमिली, ही डिजर्व दैट ओनली, ही डज नॉट डिजर्व ए हायर असाइनमेंट इन देयर लाइफ। So that is how we used to inculcate in us. कहने से नहीं डिसिप्लिन होता सर, वो डिसिप्लिन अंदर से होता है। तो वो
very right.
डिसिप्लिन जो होता है उसके लिए बड़े लीडर्स की जरूरत पड़ती है अंदर से डिसिप्लिन आने के लिए सर।
Very right. So in fact, 3 things what you said: mind, focus inward. You give example of soldiers. I think this is the appreciation of elders like you on soldiers that they give supreme sacrifice for the nation. Sir. This is the motivation.
Sure.
This is the appreciation. Sir, I want to know from you, like he said very beautifully that we have to rise from within ourselves. Sir. I think it's a very strong statement to say that we need to rise from within, and mind is the matter of all matter. Please,
Yes, sir.
Views on
Sir, the reality of Secretariat, ये तो पूरा ड्रामा चल रहा है. The reality is inside, and if you rise from that, we'll see. Will conspire to celebrate your rise from inside, because जो बाहर है वो सबके अंदर वो inside. So this awareness that we are all basically immortal souls at this point of time in this body, at this point of time in this situation, but the whole idea is that I have to be cautious of my divinity, and I should not succumb to which is not good, which is inferior, which is unjustified, which is not endorsed by God. अगर किसी भी गॉड को माने तो कोई गॉड ये नहीं कहता कि ये गलत काम करना है, ऐसे करना है, सब जगह इंसाफ सिखाया। तो उसको अगर साथ लेके चलेंगे और उसको फॉलो करेंगे, उस इनर लाइट की जो रास्ता है उसके ऊपर चलेंगे, तो सर सबका कल्याण हो। देयर इज नो कंफ्यूजन इन दैट सर। अभी का जो चल रहा है, अंदर से मेरे को कोरोना वायरस नहीं होएगा, ये जो एक एहसास है सर, वो कोरोना वायरस भाग जाएगा, वो डरने की क्या है उसमें, हो रहा है ठीक है, होएगा भी तो जुकाम करके चले। सर एक जो गलती शायद उनसे हो रही है, ये मीडिया ने उसको एक हवा बना दिया है कि कोरोना वायरस हुआ। अरे क्या क्या नहीं हुआ इस दुनिया में, प्लेग हुई, हैजा हुआ, क्या क्या नहीं हुआ, तो ये भी हो जाएगा, चला जाएगा, इंसान को थोड़ी हरा सकता है कोई। तो
sir,
ये भी कोई कहने वाला नहीं है सर।
I agree with you, sir. In fact, I think the beauty about Dr. Abdul Kalam was, sir, he was innocent, sir. He was so simple. He had a childlike curiosity in him. And I want to know that what all he told you, discussed with you regarding inner curiosity and the requirement to discipline the mind. Because I think this is a lesson for the youth of India today to go on that path, that inner curiosity and disciplining of the mind.
सर इनर क्यूरियोसिटी का सबसे बड़ा दुश्मन, मैं बहुत बड़ा आदमी हूँ, मैं ये छोटे जवान से, छोटे बच्चे से कैसे पूछूं ये बात, मैं तो बहुत बड़ा आदमी हूँ। तो एक बार सर हम सेना भवन से, सर अब तो डीआरडीओ का बड़ा ऑफिस बन गया, पहले जमाने में सेना भवन के 3rd फ्लोर में एक विंग मिला हुआ था। तो जब डीआरडीओ में हम जाते थे तो हम लोग वापिस आ रहे थे और कलाम साहब कभी, जैसे हमारे दिल्ली में तो न्यूटन दिल्ली के अंदर इतनी मारामारी होती है, लोग मरने के बाद भी नहीं छोड़ना चाहते वो बंगला। तो साहब का तो पूरा एक एंटाइटलमेंट था उस बंगले में रहने का, मगर वो एशियाड गेस्ट हाउस के एक कमरे में रहते थे। एंड हमारी एम्बेसडर गाड़ी में हम जा रहे थे तो ग्रीन पार्क के उस जमाने में भी सर ट्रैफिक होता था। आजकल तो ग्रीन पार्क में गाड़ी चलती नहीं है, उस जमाने में चलती थी लेकिन ट्रैफिक होता था। तो एक जगह एटीएम लिखा हुआ था, नया नया ये टेलर मशीन लगी थी, बिल्कुल नई नई, 94 या 93 की बात है सर ये। तो वहाँ गाड़ी वो ट्रैफिक में रुक गई, तो वो दिख रहा है वहां से एटीएम। अब वो ये ग्रीन पार्क में क्या कर रहा है, उनको नहीं पता एटीएम क्या होता है। एटीएम टू एनीथिंग डिसाइड फॉर डॉक्टर कलाम। आई टोल्ड हिम सर ये ऑटोमेटिक टेलर मशीन है, इसको जो हमारे जैसे बिना पढ़े लिखे लोग हैं वो एनी टाइम मनी भी बोलते हैं। रात के 12 बजे भी जाओगे तो पैसा मिल जाएगा। तो बैंक बंद होने वाला बात अब खत्म हो गया। He was so much relieved. Oh, this is a very good technology. But this question that what is ATM, he could ask because वो चाइल्ड लाइक क्यूरियोसिटी है। वो ये नहीं सोचते कि ये अरुण तिवारी क्या सोचेगा कि इतने बड़े साइंटिस्ट अब्दुल कलाम को ऑटोमेटिक टेलर मशीन के बारे में भी नहीं मालूम। फिर सर जाने से 1 साल पहले 2014 में उन्होंने मुझसे ये भी पूछा, बटी ये क्लाउड क्या होता है, क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग, ये कौन सा क्लाउड है, ये कब आता है, कहाँ जाता है। मैं बोला सर वो कोई क्लाउड नहीं है, वो एक सर्वर होता है बहुत बड़ा, उसको क्लाउड बोलते हैं। इज इट लाइक दैट? फनी गाइस, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ नेम दे गिव। तो दिस इज व्हाट सर, वो ईगो निकाल दो, पूछ लो। आपने ग्रैंड चाइल्ड से पूछोगे आपको 50 बार बताएगा सर।
Sir, actually, I always feel that simplicity, innocence, and humbleness is the mark of a strong mind and a big mind, sir. Sir, one thing was very touching about President Abdul Kalam, that he was so simple and he always propagated that shun ego, shun materialism, sir. How did he practice in his real life, sir?
Sir, I think this ego is the biggest challenge which mankind has been given, and only man is given ego. Human beings are only given ego, and it was a challenge that can you use this ego to recognize me? That is what God wanted. I am giving you free will. Can you surrender this free will to me freely, not because somebody else wants it? So that is the biggest challenge. And once we then everything else is the drama of the ego. See, all of us, sir, we are one shirt and one pant and a pair of shoes. And sir, तो 6 शर्ट और 6 पैंट से ज्यादा तो नहीं होने चाहिए सर एक इंसान के पास। पूरी वार्डरोब में भरी हुई है, वो 20-20 जोड़े जूते रखे हुए हैं, एक दर्जन वॉच लोगों ने लगा रखी है। तो ये सब जो ईगो का साजो सामान और तामझाम है सर, तो जिसके पास जितना ज्यादा है उसकी ईगो उतनी बड़ी है। तो हम लोग ये तो वो कलाम साहब की एग्जाम्पल थी सर। तो 4 शर्ट 4 पैंट और एक पुराने जमाने की घड़ी थी, चाबी लगाते हैं उसके अंदर। ही वाज वेरी अपसेट, ये फास्ट हो रही है, स्लो हो रही है, तो ठीक कराओ। अरे सर नई घड़ी खरीद, नो नो इज ए फैंटासी, इज वेरी लकी फॉर मी, आई वोंट चेंज इट। सर वो उनकी 1950 जाते जाते वो कोई क्या नहीं था सर, रोलेक्स उनके पास आती थी, सब कुछ था। He always same time it shows, show me your watch, show me this watch, is there any difference, he used to ask. So this is what I think he knew very well sir, that his real identity is of his soul, and all this जो हमारी worldly trappings हैं ये सब ego का game है सर।
Sir, very right. Actually, this word, if you look at focusly on this word ego, go is inherent in ego, sir. It has to go, sir.
Oh,
Sir, one question I want to ask you. Uh,
sir.
at the moment, sir, at the crossroad of the strategic opportunity of India at this moment, we have two pillars. One pillar is the strength of our civilization, culture, history, and all the wealth that our civilization has given us, values and principles. On the other side is a modernization, transformation, cyber, space, nuclear, and robotics, and all those things, artificial intelligence. Now, how can India at this moment synthesize both the things? Because both the things belong to us. I'm of a very strong proponent that digitality is equal to divinity, sir. What is the view of
Yes,
President Abdul Kalam and your views on this?
sir. You ask a. I think the question which you ask the basic question which world is facing today, and that is why I always see Guru Gobind Singh in you. The question is, sir, that there is one that is God and there is zero which is human being. Now we have two options. We can put ourselves first, zero, or we can put after one. So 1 0. So 0 1 is 1 only, but 1 0 becomes 10. And if you further go away, it becomes 100. And then it becomes. So sir, 0 जो है, एक के 10, 10 के 100, 100 के 1000, 1000 के बिलियन, बिलियन बना देती है. अगर वो राइट तरफ रखी, वो रॉन्ग तरफ रखी है, कुछ नहीं होता सर. वो 0 0 ही रहती है, उसकी कोई वैल्यू चेंज नहीं होती. तो हमारा जो पड़ोसी है, उसको तो सोचना चाहिए यार, इतने तुम बड़े हो गए, इतना पैसा आ गया, इतनी नॉलेज आ गई, तो उस हिसाब से कंडक्ट करो ना. ये रात को चोरी से वो इधर कर दिया, उधर कर दिया, झंडा उखाड़ के वहां लगा दिया, ये सब बड़े लोग ऐसे काम नहीं करते सर. तो एक बड़ी पावर की तरह काम करती है, उसकी एक शान होती है, उसकी शौकत होती है. तो ये इंडिया सिखा सकता है सर लोगों को.
सर
हम
मैं
बड़े हैं लेकिन हमसे गलत काम नहीं होगा सर.
बिल्कुल ठीक कहा सर आपने. सर मैं अभी इंटरव्यू के आखिरी पड़ाव में हूं और मैं आपको रैपिड क्वेश्चन पूछूंगा और ये 5 मेरे टारगेट्स माइंड में है: यूथ, साइंटिस्ट, वुमेन, एंटरप्रेन्योर एंड स्टूडेंट. मैं आपको सवाल पूछूंगा सर, आप उसका हिंदी में जवाब देना और जैसे एक त्रिशूल होता है सिर्फ 3 बातें करना, जो 3 बातें हैं महत्व की. सर मैं आपसे पूछता हूं प्रोफेसर अरुण तिवारी जी, आपका क्या मैसेज है भारत के यूथ के लिए?
भारत के अंदर जन्म लेना बहुत बड़ी ब्लेसिंग है. इसको वेस्ट नहीं जाने देना है. ये कंट्री आज अपने ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन के मुकाम पे है. जैसे कि एक प्यूपा तितली बनता है, वो वाली अपॉर्चुनिटी हमारे पास है जो हमारी पुरानी जनरेशन के पास नहीं थी. और इस अपॉर्चुनिटी को अगर हम खो देंगे तो वो सबसे बड़ी ट्रेजेडी हमारी लाइफ की होगी सर.
योर मैसेज टू साइंटिस्ट्स ऑफ इंडिया?
सर, जो साइंस इंसानियत के काम ना आए, वो इंटेलेक्चुअल टाइम पास है. तो साइंस ऐसा हो जिससे किसी की सेवा हो, हमारे किसान को, हमारे पूरे लोगों को. गरीब लोग आपकी तरफ देख रहे हैं, मेरी कोरोना वैक्सीन कहाँ है, मेरी यील्ड को मैं दुगना कैसे करूं, मैं केमिकल फर्टिलाइजर से मुक्ति पाके कैसे मुझे कोई अच्छा आप बायो स्टिमुलेंट दे सकते हैं मेरे फसल को बढ़ाने के लिए. आस लगा के बैठे हैं साइंटिस्टों की तरफ. तो अभी टाइम आ गया है कि वो अपने आइवरी टावर से उतर के कुछ सेवा करें. ये वर्गीस कुरियन और MS स्वामीनाथन का देश है, कलाम का देश है. इसके अंदर ऐसे लोगों की बहुत कमी दिख रही है मुझे. तो वो कुछ सेवा करने के भाव से साइंस को आगे आना पड़ेगा सर.
सर आपका संदेश टू वुमेन ऑफ इंडिया?
सर, भारत जो है वो माता है, बस. ये देश माता है, ये फादर कंट्री नहीं है, ये माता का कंट्री है. ये देश को माता ने चलाया है और जब तक ये देश माता की इज्जत करता रहेगा, माँ उसका कुछ नहीं बिगड़ने देगी. ये अकेला कंट्री है इस पूरे वर्ल्ड में जो अपने अपने वतन को माता कहता है। तो उसमें वो हमारा डीएनए है सर, वो चेंज नहीं हो सकता।
Sir, your message to entrepreneurs of India.
सर, इससे बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी कभी मानव जाति के इतिहास में नहीं आई थी। सबके दिवाले पिटे हुए हैं, सारे स्टॉक जो है वो आधे हो चुके हैं। अगर इस समय भी तुम आगे बढ़ के नहीं बढ़े तो ऐसा वक्त दोबारा नहीं आने वाला है सर। इस समय आगे बढ़ना है, जो भी जिसकी स्टार्टअप है, जिसका भी छोटा सा धंधा है, बिना डर के आगे बढ़ रहा है सर। सारी दुनिया जो है वो पस्त और हस्त पड़ी हुई है सर। इस समय जो खड़ा होके चल देगा सर, वो बहुत बड़ा शेर कहलाएगा। इससे अच्छा मौका नहीं आता सर कभी भी।
Sir, your message to students of India.
सर, स्टूडेंट की जो एक ये 10-15 साल की विंडो होती है सर, इससे ये वापिस नहीं आती है। और जो इस 15 साल की विंडो को खो देता है, तमाशे में खो देता है, चाहे वो टीवी खेलना हो, ये करना, वो करना, सर वो वापिस नहीं आती है। फिर पूरी जिंदगी पछताना पड़ता है। तो स्टूडेंट्स की जो ये 15 साल जो भगवान ने दिए हैं, इस 15 साल का एक-एक दिन, एक-एक घंटा, एक-एक मिनट कीमती है। जिसने उस दिन की, उस पल की वक़्त पहचानी है, उसने सारी जिंदगी मजे किए हैं। और जिसने उस पल को गंवाया है, उसने सारी जिंदगी चाकरी की है लोगों की। तो ये उनकी समझ में आ जाए, इस 15 साल को ना जाने दें सर। इससे अच्छा मौका जिंदगी में फिर नहीं आता सर उसके।
So the final question to you is a very poised question, sir. So this message is, what is your message to ever living legend Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam? Guru Gobind Singh Ji had given us a shabd, मित्र प्यारे नु. आपका मित्र प्यारे नु क्या संदेश है?
डरना नहीं है सर, डरना नहीं है। अगर मैं गरीब घर में पैदा हुआ हूं तो मालिक की एक सोच थी उसके पीछे कि ये बंदा जो है ये कीचड़ में से भी ऊपर निकल के आएगा। अगर मेरे पास पैसा नहीं है, मालिक का ये चैलेंज है कि ये बंदा गरीबी में से भी जो है अमीर बन के दिखाएगा। सर, डरना नहीं है किसी से। हम सब खुदा के बंदे हैं, भूखे हैं, नंगे हैं, सब खुदा के बंदे हैं। ये अगर समझ में आ जाए तो we become a very powerful force, sir.
Sir, on behalf of the founder of I Am Still Human NGO Group, Mr. Vivek Mehra, and all the million subscribers of this portal, I would like to thank you because you have ignited many a mind. Sir. You have invoked the third eye of many of the listeners. Sir, my heartiest thanks and gratitude to you for sparing your valuable time and sharing those beautiful 33 years that you spent with Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. And you shared those learnings and those pearls of wisdom. My तहे दिल से आपको बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, धन्यवाद, and Jai Hind sir.
Thank you very much, sir. And as a parting thought, I just want to share very personal thing with you. सर, जब मैं आपसे मिलता हूँ, मुझे ऐसा लगता है कलाम साहब, thank you very much, sir. And stay blessed and keep guiding us, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Jai Hind sir. Thank you, sir.
Jai Hind, sir.